Welcome to JHags RC. Today we're going to be reviewing the Tamiya Wild Willy 2. So let's get started. And here we go. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the Wild Willy number 2. This is a modern kit paying homage to Tamiya's Wild Willy stunt machine that came out back in 83, 84-ish, I think it is. This shares the body and the driver figure with that original kit, but the chassis suspension, it's all entirely new. This is off of the WR02 platform. And I'm going to give you a little close-up of the body. This is an ABS body. This is a hard plastic. This is not a light Lexan body. This body is actually extremely heavy. I do not have a scale. There we go. I do not have a scale to know how much exactly this body weighs, but I can tell you that it is significantly heavy. And with a gas tank and the spare tire in the back, that adds a little bit of weight bias to the back and everything. Super detailed. I think I had probably 3 weeks almost, kind of off and on, painting this body. I mean, look at that. He has a little N2O bottle. Not quite nitrous, but, you know, a little something different. It's probably why he's so mad. He doesn't have the actual thing. But just great detail on this thing. Absolutely love it. I mean, look at that, dude. They even give you a little hook. I just got mine tied in with some fishing line right there. But they even give you a hook for the winch. I mean, dude, wiper. Look at that. That is, God, I don't care who. That is cool as shit right there. The chassis itself. This is a 1/10 scale truck, but this is extremely short wheelbase. It's a square wheelbase. It's as wide as it is long. Makes for some really interesting handling. It has, sorry, the front bumper has these big impact absorbing springs right there. Front bumper itself, it's pretty rubbery, I guess, for lack of a better term. Plastic. It has friction shocks. It has 4-wheel independent suspension. I'm going to cover on the backside. Metal dog bones in the back. Very short suspension arms. You know, big old wheelie bar. More friction shocks. The motor is midship mounted. I am just running right now the original Silvercan 540 Mabushi, or however you actually say it, motor. I think for this kit, that's really, especially with Willy, I think that motor is really a pretty great fit for it as far as speed and capability and everything. Your servo is right here, and for a servo, I am running just a base motor. You can't really see. A high-tech 485 HB ball bearing servo. Oh, I hear footprints. So anyway, the battery position is right here in the very back. That's your battery hold down right there. Pack slides in the very back, which puts all that weight bias at the very rear of the chassis, which makes this a complete wheelie machine. Anyway, the battery's in the very back. All the weight bias is in the rear. Makes this a complete wheelie machine, which is why Mr. Willy there is so wild and insane. He is some Evel Knievel little dude in there, I tell you. Acceleration and speed. It gets to speed very, very quickly. top speed on a GPS app on my cell phone is was about 10 miles an hour-ish. So it's really, really slow, especially compared to the new stuff. You know, that's running 2S and brushless and 4,000 kV and all that stuff. But it's not the same class as what this is. This is a good, simple, durable, just stunt, if you will. You know, stunt wheelie machine. The steering on it, the steering isn't too bad. It turns really well, it steers really well when the wheels are on the ground. Being this short of a wheelbase, it can cut a very, very tight circle. Well, now I'm just getting mad and throwing stuff. I mean, it's only about a 7-inch wheelbase or so, if that tells you, you know, just how small that this thing really is. It will cut a very, very tight circle, but when the wheels are on the ground. Handling on this particular model is it pretty much handles like you would expect, being uber short, having a high center of gravity, and having all the weight bias in the back. Willy is wild as hell, and he likes to do some wheelies. This particular model I think is best in like a baseball diamond or dirt or something like that. If you're out driving, if you hit a whole bunch of bumps and stuff out in the dirt, when the chassis gets unsettled, it just wants to go nose high. If you give it a few seconds to let the chassis come down and let everything settle, then you can be on your way. But it's not real great in rough running, to be 100% honest, just because of the center of gravity and the wheelbase. It is still fun nonetheless, but it's just super rough running is not its strong point. It's not really what it was, you know, designed to do. The durability on this particular model, I have not had any issues with it. I've clipped mailboxes a couple times, and the plastics on it, the plastics that are designed to flex, that need to flex, they all seem like they are a pretty, not rubbery plastic, but a very bendable plastic. I have not had any durability problems with this particular model yet, but at the same time, like I said, I have about 2 or 3 weeks kind of on and off into painting this whole thing, the driver figure, you know, the fuel tank, the extinguisher and all that. So this is one of the models that I have fun with, but I am also very mindful and very respectful, I guess would be another word you could say, when I'm driving it. I'm not just taking this out and sky high-ing it and beating the living dog snot out of it, just because, man, that much work into the body, I don't want to jack that up. But everything seems like it's built really pretty stout. I have jumped it a few times and I have not had problems. I've had some bad landings. I think this bumper in the front is really a good idea. It absorbs everything. I was kind of worried about the body posts at first because of how heavy the body is, but I have not had any issues with breaking body posts or anything yet. I mean, they're flimsy's not the word, but they are definitely flexible, and they are designed to, you know, they do what they do. For the money, I got this kit on a tower. I think it's about $150-ish, which, and on the website, especially towers, it shows coming with the mechanical speed control. It does come with the Tamiya brushless capable, LiPo cutoff capable censored motor, ESC. On Tower's website, it says it comes with a mechanical speed control. It does not. It comes with the WR02 speed control. But for $150, if you're looking for something that's a little different, you know, kind of comical, just go drive, watch them bounce around, you know, kind of a more realistic thing, dude, I think this is an absolute 10. I think it completely hits it out of the park. It is kind of a touch expensive for what it is, but at the same time, dude, look at that. Let me see if I can turn. Look at that. Tell me that ain't worth $150 right there. And one of the cooler things, and something that I've got some ideas for with it. I hate to keep on showing off the body, but come on, dude, that's just cool as all hell. I don't care who you are. But something that I have ideas for, and something that's probably going to be happening this summer, is if you kind of look right there, you know, this whole little area, that is just completely empty there. And I know I wouldn't be the first person, but anyway, there is a whole open area, you know, right there for cameras and all kinds of little mischief to happen. The fun factor, I think, on this model is an absolute 10. It's slow, it's bouncy, it's not powerful. It handles, the handling isn't too bad for what it is, but it's not a short course truck. It's not a two-wheel drive monster truck. It is a two-wheel. It's not a Stampede. How's that? But I think for the money and what Tamiya shot for when they designed this, I think it's an absolute 10. I think they knocked it out of the park. I say if you have $150, the joys of children. But anyway, if you have 150 bones in your pocket, you want something a little different, something that's a little fun, something that's not being run to the ragged edge of what it can handle, and you're going to have to upgrade motors on it and go buy a whole bunch of RPM products for, now I tore the body up, now I did this, now I did this. Basically, you drop $150 on this dude, throw a receiver in it, throw a servo in it, and just go have a good time for hours and hours. And speaking of which, it's a nice day at the end of February, and the battery's already in it, so I think somebody's going for a ride. Thanks for watching.